Hello YouTube and welcome to the wonderful world of live recording. I decided to record this little snippet just because of what's going on lately with the, I'm trying to combine things here. Yep, I'm on the right road. I'm not sure why it's so fuzzy. Anyways, what I'm really concerned about and decided to create this video is the government furlough. Right now we're on day 27 where the government's been shut down and people are not getting paid. That's kind of concerning. More so because things are not getting done. Right now there's a lot of court cases that are not being processed, financial decisions not being made. So what does that mean for you? As a YouTuber or just someone that's watching YouTube, what can you do to prepare yourself? Well, if you're actually working for the federal government, right now you basically want to hunker down with your savings, your checking account. You make sure you have enough resources to keep you steady for like at least another 2 months. Not that it should be necessary, and hopefully you don't have to worry about it lasting that long. But transfer some money around. Take some money out of your checking into your savings. Withdraw just some extra money for like shopping and for things that you need. Don't worry about other things. Of course, you have to pay your bills and all that stuff. What can you do about the other government services? Well, right now there's not much the average person can do except for just keep doing what you're doing. Keep buying things, keep selling things, keep productive, keep working. And if you're not actually working in the government job where you're actually on the furlough, where you're just sitting idle, take this opportunity to pursue a couple other things. If you have an interest that you always want to develop it. If you want to play guitar, if you want to paint, if you want to draw, if you want to do something creative, do it. And the reason why you want to do this now is because you will enjoy doing it, and more importantly, you could potentially make a side job out of it. This is the perfect time for you to start developing and thinking about what you want to do for a side job. Like for instance, I just watched a video on YouTube about this 3D artist or this graphic artist who now does woodworking, and he loves doing it. That's perfect. He's still doing his digital art stuff, but now that you're on a furlough, pursue some things that you want to do. You're still on call, you're still ready to do your job, but you might as well take advantage of this kind of a forced mini vacation to pursue something that you like doing. There's another reason why you want to do. One, you may find a side job. Two, you'll keep your spirits high because you'll be doing something that you love doing. And three, you're keeping your mind and your abilities and everything about who you are active. And that's the most important part. Because as long as you stay active mentally, you'll stay active spiritually, physically, and everything else. Go work out for a little bit. Exercise. Meditate. Do something that'll keep you engaged, keep you active, keep you interested. Because the worst thing you can do is just sit there and do nothing. Because there's one thing that'll warn you. The more you stay inactive, the more you will want to stay inactive. And it's too easy to get, I won't say lazy, but it's too easy to get comfortable. Too easy to say, hey, you know what, I kind of like this where I don't have to do much. And you will get used to it. I know this firsthand, full hand. So if you keep yourself engaged, that way when the furlough goes off, you will be able to jump back into it and you'll be refreshed, you'll be renewed, you'll be able to jump into work, you'll be able to do things, keep productive. Because the last thing you want to do is take this time off and then suddenly go back and you'll regret it. You'll be begrudging it, like, oh man, I don't want to do this anymore. But if you keep engaged, if you keep yourself busy, even busier now than you were before, you almost want to take going back to work as like a reprieve from the stuff that you're doing now. You want to keep yourself hyperactive to a point where the job will be like your vacation. that will work psychologically for you, because if you do this, when you go back to work, you're like, man, what was I doing? And then you'll be able to keep yourself psychologically fit. Because I know a lot of people are really worried about this furlough, and with good reason. With unemployment being available, and by the way, if you guys aren't members of USAA, the insurance policy group, you may want to join, because they just donated several millions, I forget how much it was, several millions of dollars to help support federal workers that are off work right now, which I think they don't have to do that, and that's, I think, a great thing. So this is really bringing out a lot of good people and a lot of good ideas, because with the whole, it's basically, and if people don't know, why is there furlough? Why is the government shut down? It's because of several real quick reasons. One, the wall. You all know what the wall is. If you don't, it's a wall that's being built between Mexico and the United States that Trump is trying to push. Democrats are saying no, and the shutdown is the stalemate. Now, a lot of people are saying, well, not politically, I'm right in the middle. I'm not for or against Trump. I'm not for. Actually, I'm more, I'd say, moderate, not even liberal, moderate, independent, moderate independent. But I saw some of the facts on this thing. A lot of people saying we don't want to pay for the wall, as in the U.S. taxpayers. And I'm 100% that. We shouldn't have to pay for something that's not solely our responsibility. And if you look at the bylaws of this wall, we're not. We're basically giving a $5 billion bill to Mexico, say, hey, pay this amount, and we'll build the wall, because it's up to them to keep Mexico needs to keep their people where they are by interesting them to staying where they are, promoting business, promoting growth, promoting things that will want to keep people where they are, because no one wants to stay in a place they don't want to be at. So why is everybody jumping from Mexico to the United States? Because the United States has a lot more opportunity than Mexico does. But that's because the Mexican government isn't allowing those opportunities to go through. Now, I don't really know about the politics of what's going on in Mexico. It doesn't matter. But the fact that so many are coming from the south to the north kind of shows you what really is going on. They don't want to be there, but they want to be here. And there's usually a reason. And the biggest reason that people leave like that is because of money. Either they not making enough, or they're not being able to buy enough with what they have, or they don't feel safe in buying it because the situation is a hostile situation. I don't know, but it's something along that lines. So if you find the root of the problem of why so many people are leaving, then you don't need a wall. But as things lay as they are, until you find that root problem, you gotta at least put a Band-Aid on to stop the bleeding, and then take care of why you're bleeding in the first place. Because if you bleed out, you're just going to bleed out. So first you put the Band-Aid, which I guess is the wall in this case, and then you take care of the problem of why you got cut. And that'll fix the problem. So what's this $5 billion thing going on? Well, a lot of people are saying, oh, well, we don't want to pay this. And if you look at the bylaws of what this actually is, the U.S. taxpayer isn't paying it. It's basically a $5 billion, I'm trying to word this in a way that will make sense. It's a $5 billion financial package that was agreed upon between the United States and Mexico. Basically what this is a possibility of revenue for the United States. It's a possibility of revenue for Mexico. It's a positive thing. It's a growth potential between the two countries to promote whatever it is they'll make both countries money. And that money will be used to fund the wall. It's not going to take away from what's existing. It's going to be pulling from what will be. It's like saying, I'm going to build this chair, and I'm going to sell this chair to you. And with that money, I'll build a table. But I'm not going to build a table without having the money from the chair first. That's what this is. That's all the whole thing. But right now, the stalemate is because people are not reading what the actual bill is, or not even the bill. People are not even reading what this is all about. Two, it's politics. Democrats and Republicans are fighting and hitting their heads against the wall without any reason. If they actually read the bylaws of this whole wall thing, they realize there isn't much that needs to really be talked about. It just has to be signed about, agreed about. But it's, I don't want to do what you want to do because I don't feel the same way you do. Well, everybody wants to get paid and everybody wants the government to continue. So why don't you focus on that and then worry about all that stuff later? Because right now, people that need the government the most are the ones that are hurting. So I'm gonna get off my soapbox. But anyways, I was just decided to give my little 2 cents on this and then throw something on YouTube. I am beyond that. I'm uploading a new Pokemon Go news video, but you probably guys if anyone that's in the know knows what's going on. But in case you don't have any other resource for information, I'm going to put something out there. I'm also working on a couple of projects, and I'm going to be also doing a top 10 80s song, top 10. I'm doing a lot of 80s things because 80s, in my opinion, 80s is like the best time period ever, like with music. But I know a lot of people disagree, but I just grew up with 80s music, 80s cartoon. 80s brought, My Little Pony, Transformers. 80s brought all, was the real sticking point for Marvel. I mean, but everybody likes their own genre. That being said, what else is going on with me? Oh, I'm going to be throwing my party on Saturday. So maybe I'll put a little snippet or do a little streaming of the party. In fact, some people are going to be playing Smash, and I may record it. There's also going to be a box racing. What's that? Simple. It's going to be 2 cardboard boxes of 2 different sizes and shapes, and they're going to race. But you'll see how, or hopefully you'll see how. And that should be a lot of fun. What else am I going to do? Oh, I'm going to be throwing up a new video. I'm going to be uploading a new video that I hope you guys like. It's something that's completely different, but it's going to remark on what the biggest phenomenon that's going on right now, the biggest thing that's going on right now. You'll see what it is. Anyways, thanks you Rockstars for stopping by. And I see the thumbs up. Thank you. If you have any suggestions, please leave a comment. Hopefully I'll talk to you guys later soon. And I want this channel to get bigger, because there's one thing I want to do, and that involves all you guys. I want to be able to have a get-together, a Q&A, but I want to be like a big meal, big celebration, where I can get all you guys together, girls and guys, I use that term loosely, have like a big party. I want to actually throw a YouTube party where all subscribers come along. What the... some joker with his alarm. I want to throw a YouTube party. I know not everyone that's subscribed is going to be able to do this. In fact, some people all across the world who won't be able to do this. But it'd be really cool if I can get like people from all around the world to have a party, a big party. And I'm talking like a banquet hall with people coming in, even fellow YouTubers. Heck, if PewDiePie and Mr. Beast were to show up, that'd be awesome. They don't have to, it's not a big deal. But I just want to be a celebration. I just want to have something where people can just chill, have fun, eat some good food, drink some drinks. Dietary requirements met. If you're lactose intolerant, gluten-free, whatever you need, we'll just have a big celebration. Just a celebration of life. Doesn't matter what you do on YouTube, as long as you're not some of the controversial things, which I've mentioned in comments in some other video. But I will say, I am the pro Jesus H Christ, and I'm not for that guy that posted that weird complaint video of his. But check out his channel. You'll see what it is. But yeah, I want to have a get together where everyone gets together, has a party, gets something to eat, something to drink, relaxes, and even put on YouTube. But just even get collaborators together. It doesn't matter. And I don't want it to be VidCon or anything like that, an actual convention. I just want to be something where you don't have to be a YouTuber. You don't have to be putting a smile in front of the camera. I will do that just because I'll be hosting the video. But like for instance, perfect example. PewDiePie can come over. He doesn't have to do any meme reviews or anything like that. He could just get some food and just talk about himself, just hang out with Marcia and just actually have a good time. Or Mr. Beast and not having to put anything on. Big YouTubers have things in queue so they can upload weeks in advance stuff that they already have, so they don't actually have to film on that day. And bigger ones have editors and such. But I want to throw something, an actual YouTube party for YouTubers, but also for subscribers, anyone that wants to just have some fun. That's it. Nothing, no weird promotion, no sponsorship, nothing. Just a party. Just something where people can just relax and have fun. That way, they can leave and say, "Wow, I actually had a good time. I listened to some good music. I didn't even have to record. I didn't have to edit. I didn't have to do anything. I just showed up, had a good time." And Raxine took care of all that. And I'll just grab a snippet from his video, put on my video, and maybe we could do it next year and then make it a yearly thing. That's why I want this channel to be big, so that I'm big enough so people say, "Hey, let's do this next year. Let's just have some fun." Because we all have one life to live, and we might as well enjoy it. Enjoy each other's company. Just, well, tell me what you guys think. I'll stop my soapboxing. Anyways, you guys are wonderful. Have a beautiful day. And if you're not feeling great, if you're kind of feeling blue or down, leave me a comment or Discord. Let's chat. I've been through all sorts of crap in my life, and I'm sure you have too. We can talk about it. Anyways, catch you guys later. Peace, and stay cool and stay amazing.